Organic food, once relegated to niche health food stores, now enjoys a prominent position in supermarkets worldwide. Consumers, increasingly wary of industrial agriculture, are drawn to the promise of pesticide-free produce and ethically raised livestock. The organic aisle, once a symbol of counterculture, has become mainstream. This shift reflects growing consumer awareness of the interconnectedness of food choices, personal health, and environmental sustainability. The organic food market has witnessed exponential growth in recent years, driven by consumer demand for healthier, more sustainable food options. This trend is particularly evident in developed countries, where consumers are increasingly willing to pay a premium for organic products. The organic label has become synonymous with quality and purity, appealing to health-conscious individuals and families. However, the proliferation of organic options has also led to questions and confusion. Consumers are often left wondering about the true meaning of organic, the differences in regulations across countries, and whether the purported benefits justify the often higher price tag. This essay delves into the complex world of organic food, examining its principles, practices, and impacts to help consumers make informed choices. Defining organic is not as straightforward as it may seem. While the term evokes images of idyllic farms free from synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, the reality is more nuanced. National governments and international organizations have established various standards and certification processes for organic agriculture. These standards typically prohibit the use of genetically modified organisms, GMOs, synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, and antibiotics in livestock production. However, variations in these standards exist, leading to inconsistencies in what qualifies as organic from one country to the next. For instance, the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, maintains a detailed national organic program, whereas the European Union employs a slightly different set of regulations. These discrepancies can create confusion for consumers, particularly those purchasing imported products. The lack of a single, universally accepted definition of organic underscores the importance of understanding the specific standards and certification bodies relevant to one's region. Consumer awareness is crucial in navigating this complex landscape. Looking for reputable certifications, such as the USDA Organic Seal or the EU Organic logo, can provide a degree of assurance. However, it is essential to remember that these certifications represent minimum standards. True transparency in the food system requires going beyond labels and engaging directly with producers to understand their practices fully. At the heart of organic farming lies a deep respect for natural processes. Organic farmers strive to create a closed-loop system, mimicking nature's cycles. This approach prioritizes soil health, viewing it as a living ecosystem. Instead of synthetic fertilizers, they build soil fertility through composting and crop rotation. These methods enhance biodiversity and improve soil structure. Livestock play a crucial role in nutrient cycling, fertilizing crops while grazing. Organic farming embraces a holistic approach, recognizing the interconnectedness of all elements. This traditional wisdom contrasts with the industrial model of agriculture. Industrial farming relies on monocultures and synthetic inputs, depleting soil health and reducing biodiversity. Organic farming offers an alternative path, prioritizing long-term land health. By working with nature, organic farmers produce nutritious food and preserve the environment. This ecological approach views the farm as an integrated system, where the health of one element is linked to the whole. Section 4. Nutrient-dense, the organic versus conventional debate. One of the most contentious debates surrounding organic food concerns its nutritional value compared to conventionally produced food. Proponents of organic agriculture often claim that organically grown fruits, vegetables, and animal products contain higher levels of essential nutrients. Some studies have shown that organic produce may contain higher levels of certain vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. These differences are attributed to factors such as soil health, the absence of synthetic pesticides, and the stress response of plants. Plants, when subjected to stress from pests or nutrient deficiencies, may produce higher levels of antioxidants. compounds that protect cells from damage. However, the scientific evidence regarding the nutritional superiority of organic food remains inconclusive. While some studies demonstrate statistically significant differences, others show negligible or inconsistent results. The variation in findings can be attributed to factors such as differences in soil types, climate conditions, crop varieties, and testing methods. Moreover, the nutritional content of food can be influenced by various factors beyond production methods, including storage, processing, and cooking techniques. While the debate continues, it is important to note that both organic and conventional agriculture can produce safe and nutritious food. Section 5: Pesticide concerns: navigating a complex landscape. Concerns about pesticide residues on food are a significant driver of the demand for organic products. Organic agriculture prohibits the use of synthetic pesticides, instead relying on natural methods for pest control. Conventional farming, on the other hand, often employs a range of synthetic pesticides to protect crops from insects, weeds, and diseases. Exposure to high levels of certain pesticides has been linked to various health problems, including cancer, reproductive issues, and developmental delays. The presence of pesticide residues on food, even at low levels, raises concerns about potential long-term health effects, particularly for vulnerable populations such as children. However, it is important to note that not all pesticides are created equal. Some synthetic pesticides break down rapidly in the environment, while others persist for extended periods, potentially contaminating soil and water sources. Organic farming, while avoiding synthetic pesticides, may utilize certain naturally derived pesticides, some of which can also have environmental or health impacts. The debate over pesticide use in agriculture is complex and multifaceted. While organic agriculture offers a way to avoid synthetic pesticides, it is essential to remember that natural does not always equate to safe. Consumers concerned about pesticide exposure can reduce their intake by washing fruits and vegetables thoroughly, choosing a variety of produce, and considering both organic